Hello, everyone. Um, Hopefully you can hear me right. Um, yeah, give me just a few seconds to get everything going and just making sure that everything is okay. Okay, I think everything is good to go, right? Um, so yeah, by the way, thank you very much for if you are here watching this live. This is my very first live stream. Um, I would like to do more. It depends on how this goes. And please let me know if you have any feedback on like the sound. Um, I'll I am setting up here my the stream here on my phone so I can also see the comments. Okay, I see here that agreed to disagrees here. Saying hello to you too. Thank you for being here. Um, I'll just I'll go over in a second what we'll be doing here, uh, and yeah, give me just a second here. Hi, Michael, Michelle. No, sorry, Michelle. Sorry. Thank you for that the sound check. Um, it's the first time, so hopefully everything is okay. Let me. Sorry, just a couple minutes and I'll get started. Sorry. Here. Just letting everyone know on Instagram that I am live, so maybe some other people can also join. Okay, nice and easy. And one last thing. Okay, I think we are set. Sorry, and thank you guys for waiting. So, as you might have already know, I am trying to design. Maybe I can turn off the sound for now, just so I can talk. I am going to design this origami using BP Studio. Um, I'm not planning on giving an introduction to BP Studio. I'll maybe do that in a later post if you guys want it. I think it will be helpful. But if you're not familiar with BP Studio, you can just type in on Google Chrome or whatever browser you use. If you type Box Splitting Studio, that's what it stands for, you'll be redirected to this page. And there's a lot of stuff here. You can have like some sort of introduction. This is new. There's the creator of BP Studio has created the Discord server, so you can join. I highly recommend it. And yes, you have all sort of things here, like what tools, what icons is for, resources. There are already some tutorials on YouTube with BP Studio. A gallery you have here. You do have like all sort of designs that were either used. So you can see here, for example, all sort of designs that are designed using BP Studio, or at least partially using BP Studio. I myself have already used BP Studio when designing like most of my origamis actually. There's all sort of things here, like you can do insects, you can do like this amazing origami, which is two origamis in one. You can do dragons, you can do human sculptures, you can literally do anything. And the like this is a very powerful tool, especially when it comes to obviously designing box splitting origamis. Like it should be like as well as the author also says here, which is Mutsuntai, by the way. Mutsuntai. Yeah. So you also should be already familiar with at least the bare minimum is like knowing crease patterns and knowing how to fold crease patterns and understanding them. Mainly box splitting crease patterns, because there are some concepts here that I'll be talking, but well, doesn't really. It won't be making much sense if you don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, like I said, this isn't a very. I'm not planning on giving like a tutorial on this, just to give you like a broad idea, and then maybe I'll do a tutorial on that later on. Yeah, hopefully, agree to disagree. I will also, yeah, hopefully this will help you um, make your understanding better. And okay, so enough of the introduction. Like I said, this is what we're going to be designing. It's called the Blue Sea Dragon, or its scientific name. It's where was it? I think it's Glaucus atlanticus. I think that's what it's named, but yeah, I think it is. And yeah, I specifically designed this, chose this origami or this subject to design because it's very easy to decompose this in a tree structure. And well, if you don't know what a tree structure, again, I do recommend like you learning the basics of origami design. I know that the plant psychologist has a YouTube channel where he talks about all this sort of things, so I really recommend it. But yeah, 3D design, basically what I can already show you is like this. So basically it's the skeleton of the origami. So you take the subject, in this case this animal, and you convert it into a tree. And like you can see, like this resembles a tree because it has like a branches, and then each branch has its own sub branches and so on. And I already did this pre starting the stream, because I think this would be a bit boring to do while doing the stream. But this is obviously the first part of designing. Once you open PP Studio, I can show you here. So how you can just click here, and okay, you can install. You can just create a new project, and this will this is what will appear. And this is where you'll draw the packing, or you'll draw not the crease pattern but the packing. And this you can change here. So you can see here, this is a tree structure as it says here, and this is the layout. And what I'm gonna do is, so I already have this layout here, and this is where you can just quite easily add flaps. For example, if you wanted to do some sort of figure, it doesn't really matter what you wanted to do, but you can just do here like the tree that you have, you can just do it here, and then you go on to the packing. But yeah, so I already did this, and what I did here is add all of the arms, or all of the tentacles that it has, and with the correct proportion. So this is very important. You have, for example, this part for the head. You have this one, which is this arm here. A weird thing about this origami is that I tried searching for this online, so pictures for it, because the number of tentacles on each arm is very variant. Let me just, I'll get to this page in a second, but if you type in this, you can see that this one is slightly different than this one, which is different than this one. So they are kind of weird and they don't look symmetrical. However, I'm going to design them symmetrically. And what I chose, so I gave the first one 10 tentacles, then this one has 7, and this one has 5. So I have 10 here, 7 here, and then 5 here. And I've already assigned lengths to them. However, the lengths, as you can see, this one is a lot bigger and it's not proportional to this one, so it's kind of weird. But well, it doesn't really matter. You can design anything you want in reality. What are Michelle, you're asking what are good places to begin learning designing origami. First one is the Origami Design Secrets book by Robert Lang. It's good. It's a very dense book, but it will give you all the foundations. And if you don't feel like reading a 500-page book, you can also go to the Plant Psychologist YouTube, and he has a whole playlist and a lot of videos on it, and I really recommend. I personally watched them while I was learning to design origami, so I really recommend that. But yeah, anyway, as you can see, yeah, it's a bit weird. So let me just hide this thing here because it doesn't really need to be here. And yeah, I also tried searching origami blue sea dragon, and as you can see, there are already some designers that designed or tackled this subject, and I think the most realistic one is this one by Derek. It doesn't here, but if I go visit, this is the Flickr page, but it's by Derek McGann. Like this is pretty accurate, right? It's a lot like the picture that we saw before. We also have this one. I saw another one. Where was it? Yeah, this one by Andrei Ermakov. I like this one particularly because it has, let me see if we can, okay, I can see it here, but it's good. I like it because it's a bit different. Like, it's not just the structure itself, but yeah, whatever, just to get an idea of the other people's designs. Obviously this is not mandatory, and it may even not work for you. Maybe you want to design it without influence, but yeah, I can just close this one. Okay, this is to say that we do have already a structure, and this structure is very important that you have like all the lengths assigned, all the flaps that you want to have. This is all here, and this is done on this part right here. Yes, so the next step is, and which is actually the only next step. There's only one more step left to do, which is actually do the packing, right? If you go here, this is gonna start loading because yeah, all of this is here. Red means not good, obviously. Just to give you an idea, I already have here some other designs that I did. For example, the chelicerate. I can just go here and you can see this is the tree structure. Okay, this is the one I did. And if I go here, you can see the packing, right? By packing, we mean pack the flaps. So each of these points here is a flap, okay? And you need to pack them in a square, preferably, so that there are no overlaps between flaps. For instance, if I move this one up, you can see that it overlaps with this flap, and this is not correct because well, this overlaps with this one, so it won't be correct if I move it here as well. So the packing and the way the designing process of the BP Studio is for you to find a way to efficiently, or as efficient as it can be, to pack your origami, and then you can convert this into a crease pattern. I don't think I will be able to do that in this live stream. Maybe that's a bit too long, but I'll at least try to get the packing in a good direction, and maybe I can do a future live stream where I finish the packing and maybe create the crease pattern as well. We also have another one here. This is full of Pythagorean stretches, and the good thing about PP Studio is that it creates these stretches automatically. For instance, if I move this flap here, you can see that these stretches here also change according to it, right? This is something that obviously can be done with a software that does not help that much. For example, Orihime or HIPAA don't do this for you. They don't check if the flaps are overlapping. They don't give you like a suggestion of the Pythagorean stretches, and you can also do this by with the pen and with the pencil and the paper, but this just makes it a lot easier. You don't have to, for instance, let's say that you're designing this in Oripa or Orihime, doesn't really matter, and you make this square, and then you see, I have to move it. Instead of just deleting the whole square, in this software you can just move it down and see how it affects, right? So it's a lot easier, it's a lot more user-friendly. Anyway, I guess we can just carry on, right? So we already have this. I already named all of the flaps. I guess I can do just one more introduction, which is the difference between river flaps, and I mean not river flaps, but rivers and flaps. And the difference between them is, as the name indicates, like flaps is something that's like a point coming out of the origami. It's a flap, right? It's something that you can move around in a ridge. Maybe you don't know what a ridge is, but that doesn't really matter. And the river is something that is separating flaps. For instance, let me say this one is a flap, right? Because it's coming out of the origami. But this one right here is a river because it's separating all of these flaps here from the rest, from this point actually, but this point also contains rivers, but doesn't really matter. So this is a river here because, and this is also a river because it's also always separating flaps from flaps, basically. Hello, Hewan Fox, thank you for joining. So yeah, we already have this. The next thing is, like I said, going into the packing and try to pack all of the details. So once you first go here, you see that this all should be red. Do not worry. The first thing, the problem here is, first off, because as you can see, this has a lot of flaps, right? So the default grid size is 16 by 16, and I'm never, like, it's impossible to fit this into a 16 by 16 grid. So we'll definitely need to change this. I've already did some estimates about the grid size, although they are not probably very accurate. So I'm just gonna say it's 64 for now, and maybe we'll have to increase it, maybe we'll have to decrease it. But yeah, you can just change it here. Okay, there's actually just one more thing that I did just in my mind, which is basically, and this comes a bit from experience, but you can actually look at this origami and you can try to visualize where the flaps are going to be located, right? For instance, like, I do know that the head, I'm going to keep it the orientation as it is. Okay, basically I'm going to have the middle line of the body, it's going to be the middle line of the paper. Okay, so it's just going to be this middle line, and I'm going to have the tail on the bottom, the head on the top, and then to the sides I'm probably going to have here like the flaps for the first arm, or maybe a bit square, a bit bigger because there are a lot of them. Maybe here the ones on the bottom, and maybe here the ones on the middle. Okay, so this also helps for you to have like a general idea of where you want your flaps to be, and this will help with your designing. And I guess that's pretty much all you need to get started. Now, all you have to do is just grab oh god, there's a lot of them. Grab your individual flaps and just move them around. I'm assuming this is very slow because of all the flaps that are um, joined here. If I move them around, I'll try to just, for example, I try to name them as in R in the first letter means they are on the right side. L means they are on the left side. So I'll try to do that first as well, and I can do separate even more. So I gave him indexes. So R1 means it's for the first arm, R2 means it's for the second one, and R3 means it's for the third one. So I'll try to separate them right now very easily. So these ones are all on the top. And I guess I'll just put the music back on right now because this might be a bit boring. Feel free to do something on the background or something like that. This is gonna be, it's not gonna be a very interactive live stream. It's just gonna be me designing and occasionally talking about what I'm doing. But yeah, let's just do this thing first. I'm just placing them randomly right now. And this is also here. R2 here. Okay, tail is gonna go on the bottom, and I see the head here, which is the head here, which is gonna go on the top. What is this one? This one is here. Okay, I think the software is getting a bit faster. Like it probably was because there was a lot of flaps here to start with, and this one is actually here. Oops, nope, here. It's like I said, like it really helps if you have an overall idea of where you want your flaps to go, because that really helps you with getting started, which is obviously the hardest part. Is like, okay, what do I do? What's the first thing I do? And like, for instance, I can show you like on this design here, I already knew that I wanted the scales on this side. I already knew that the head would occupy like all of this paper, and then it was only I also knew that I wanted the fins here. So then all the trouble I had was obviously figuring out what flaps could be here, but the only part I had to figure out like from scratch was, okay, where do I want the back spines? So if you have an idea beforehand on how you want to pack your flaps, like generally speaking, it will make things a lot easier. And this one is also here. God, there's a lot of them. Let me know if you want the I think I can put the sound, the music a bit louder. No, let me know if you like it this way, or if I can turn it up a little bit. Hello, Caleb. Are you saying no to making the music louder or saying no to not making the music louder. Okay, I think all the flaps are in the, at least in the correct spacing, right? So yeah, now what am I gonna do? I think I'm gonna start, like, first off, I think I'm only gonna focus on one side, because like I said, I'm going to, this is symmetrical, so if I pack this, the music is at good volume, okay, thank you. So if I pack this with the, so if I only pack on this part here, I can just mirror all of these, so I just need to like figure out how to pack this part here, okay? So I guess I can start with, first of all, I need to make sure that the tail is in the center. And this is honestly kind of difficult to do without counting the units, and this is a kind of a, let me see if I can show here some, maybe not, I'm not 100% familiar with the design, with the tools that I have at my disposal, but I'm just gonna count it, sorry, just to make sure. So I mean, I know that the tail is 8 units long, yes, so it's 8. So this is 8, this is 3 here, so then we have 12, 30. Oh, I think it is actually at the middle. I think this is not at the middle. Let me just confirm again. So we have 4 here, 4 plus 8 plus 3, so we have 15. This one is 8, so we have 23. Then this one is 6, so yeah, so 29, and then plus 3. Okay, so the tail is at the middle. Do not move on it. So now I have to put also the, let me just do the same thing with the head. So this one should move a little bit here. Oops. Is it one more or no, or is it on this one? No, it's on this one. Okay, so the head and the tail are on the middle, and yeah, so also, by the way, you do, like I did this, you can see here that I've already assigned the lengths. You can change them here. Like if you click on the flap, you can just say it's length 30. Obviously, one thing to account for is if you do here, if you say here length 30, it's not going to go 30 units, okay? And that's something that you need to take into account, because like I mostly rely on the visual look of this. Like, is this similar to what you have here in terms of proportions? But for instance, if I have this here like this, I mean, it's obviously not. If it's obviously not in like visually good in terms of proportions compared to this one, but technically speaking, it is, because this is still a length 3. This is the same as this one, but it's like 8 units long. So try to make your flaps the same length as you're saying it here. Okay, that's just a small tip. Hello, Dublando Papel. Hopefully I pronounced your name correct. So yeah, let's continue. So the head, I'm just gonna leave that. I'm gonna start with the head, maybe, because that's done. So the head, you have that small flap, and then you have the, wait, which one is first? Is the 1? Wait, yeah, 1. So L1. I guess I can just put them here, and this one too could go here, maybe. We'll see about that later. And this, maybe I could zoom a little bit. Yeah, maybe that's better. Okay, so I'm just, maybe I'll go with this one for now. Who knows, I'll probably change. Now, another good thing, oops, this kind of happens sometimes. Okay, another good design or general tip is to pack the longer flaps on the edges. So you have two choices of places with the flaps. You can either pack them on the edge, and let's say I'm gonna do this one, or this one, it's already on the edge, this one R14. Let's say I want to pack, like you can see here, this is the flap. You can see it's marked by this square here. Ignore these. Wait, let me just, so I can show you better. Let's say you have this thing. Okay, so this flap R14 is 6 units long, and as you can see, if you go from this point 6 units, you can see 6 units, and you can see it has a circle here, and this is the space that the flap occupies. It's not the square, it's actually just the circle. Okay, this is why it's sometimes referred to as circle packing, because if you look at this, for example, this flap right here, if I just, for instance, intersect the squares, you can see that it creates a Pythagorean stretch, which means that it's still possible to do this. You'll have to make a stretch, but the flaps are still compatible. However, if I keep on moving it, you can see that the circles are still not touching. So you have this circle here, maybe this one still not touching, but if I move once more, the circles will touch and they are overlapping. And this means that, okay, this is not possible. You cannot do this, okay? But just to give you an idea that the space that each flap occupies is a circle with the radius of the length of the flap. Okay, this is all very detailed in the Robert Lang's book, or on Plant Psychologist channel, like I mentioned before. So you can also look on that. Okay, so yeah, that was to give you a point. Yeah, the point was you want to have your longest flaps on the edges, because as you can see here, this flap is not on the edge, it's a middle flap. But if I just place it here, you can see that it occupies half the space it did when it was on the middle. So if you want to have middle flaps, which are flaps that are not on the edge, for example, this is a middle flap, it's not on the edge. If it was on the edge, this point here would be on the edge. It occupies like a big area, but this one is half the area, and with bigger flaps, this impact is bigger, obviously. So that's why you want to have bigger flaps on the edges and the smaller flaps on the middle. Okay, so maybe to keep that with that thought, what I'm gonna do, so we have this R15 and R14, which are the biggest flaps of this arm, right? So they are the ones that have 6. Like this case doesn't really make that much of a difference, because all the flaps are like 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So it's not that, I mean, they are all very similar. That it's not like there is a flap that's 10 units long and then the other ones are like half. No, so these are the sizes are very similar. So, but yeah, what I'm gonna do is get these two on the edge. Probably, let's see how can I go. I'm gonna try to do everything without stretches first, and then we'll see where it goes. So we have R14, R15, R13 is 5. Can I fit this here? Yes, I can. I can fit this here, so maybe I'll do that. Maybe can I get this like that? I can with this weird stretch. Let's just leave it like that. One thing that you need to know is, for instance, you can see that like it appears that R13 and R13 is in the middle of these two flaps, right? But if you look here, you have R13, 14 and 15, like the flap is not here, and this doesn't affect at all the way your flaps go. You could have the flap here, it wouldn't affect anything, okay? So this is just a visual idea for you, okay? And the same thing here, like, okay, they are, it seems like they are, this one is in the middle, and maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe what I can do is just do this. Maybe that would be, maybe they are gonna switch, so 14 here, doesn't really matter, but but yeah, so maybe I can do that. Let's go with this, I guess. So if you also click on the flaps, you can see like the size they occupy, but that's just something. And something that you already start to notice is around these flaps, these 3 flaps, you have like this weird thing that I did not create, right? And this is 3 units. as you can see, and this is the river. So if you go back here, you can see that all of these 10 flaps here are separated by a river of 3 units, and this is this river that appears here. For instance, let me give you an example. Let's say that I have this flap here. I'm just going to create one flap here, and I'm just going to name it test, and I'm just going to give it like 3, as the length of 3. So by this design, you have all of these flaps, and then you have this flap, but they are separated by a river of length 3. Now let me go here. Where's the test? The test is here. Oops, not this one, this one. And if there was no river, I could simply just move this here and then move this here, right? But as you can see, it doesn't let me. And the reason why, but as you can see, like the circles are not touching, right? This circle is not touching this. Why is it not letting me put this flap here? And the reason for that is because you have this river here, like you specified that you needed to have at least 3 units apart, at least that these flaps need to be at least 3 units apart from this one. And that's why you cannot put this flap here, because it's overlapping not with the flap but with the river. If I put it here, you can see that it's not overlapping with the river. Here is also good. And I'm just going to delete it. That was just to show you. So yeah, let's keep on going. R12, maybe can I put it here? Yes. How far can I go here? Oh, that's... Oh, see, as you can see, like there's no way of me putting this flap here without either intersecting here or intersecting that. So maybe I'll put it on the center, on the middle flap, who knows. And then the R11 and R10, maybe I can put them here. Let's see, so I can put this one here, and I don't think I'm going to be able to put that one here because I only have one space here. So maybe I'll put it here. And this is something that I don't like. You have like this part here, but this is, I'm just going to first put all of these here, and then we'll see what we can do to improve this. So let's see, we also need this one, which is a big, and let me see how much space I'm taking on this thing. I'm not sure if I can put another one here. I don't think I can, but we'll see. R17, maybe here. R18, can you fit here? Nope. Yeah, this is not good. Maybe I can move this one a little bit. This is fine. As you can see, this is not exactly an edge flap, but it's fine because you can just like you're gonna get like this extra unit here, but it's fine. And maybe where can I put this? I have no idea. I'm beginning to think that maybe 64 by 64 is too big, but we'll see. We'll just keep on doing things and we'll see. There's also another thing that I want to make sure, which I want to make sure that the origami can be flattened like this. So usually when you make 3 figures, you end up with like a 1 unit, how do I say, 1 width origami, because it all needs to be compressed down. But I actually want my origami to look like this. I want the collapsed crease pattern to have like this 2 unit body, basically. I don't want it to be just a line. So I'm saying this because I don't want to put a flap here in the middle, because that will just force me to not do that. So I want to keep like this area clean, basically. So yeah, let me see. Let me zoom out a little bit so I can see. Okay, let's start putting these ones, and we'll see where it goes. And I think I cannot. Oh yeah, I can. Yeah, maybe it's not that big. This grid. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to put. I'm gonna have to put this one first. I'm gonna focus on these ones first, and then I'll see how much space I have left to put these ones. So the first one, R34. R34, where are you? This one. Again, it doesn't really matter the order, but why not? R33. 32, 31. Okay, I know I have some space here that I do not know how I'm gonna fill. For now, I'm just gonna leave this like that, maybe. Who knows? R30, so there's all of the R30s, and now let's see how much space I have left to put this one. Okay, so R23 is the biggest one, so I'm gonna put that on the edge. And here, let me just see. 22. Okay. Where is the? Oh, there it is. You can see that I could still place this here, right? If I did a stretch, but I'm just gonna use stretches for now. Let's see if I can do it without using any stretches. I can switch this here. Maybe 26 can go here. This is not very desirable, but we can fix that later. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is not very good. Maybe if I put this here. And oh, I need this one. Okay. I think I can get away with the smaller grid because you can see that I can actually let me actually see. Maybe I can't. Let me see. For instance, like what I'm gonna do to test that is, for instance, I can just move this up a bit. I can move it all the way here, and I probably still can move this ones. Can I? No, I can't. But maybe if I rearrange this part, I will be able to. And I can also move these ones. But if I decrease the grid on one dimension, I also have to decrease the grid on one dimension on the other one. So that means I have to move the tail here, basically. And I'm obviously not going to reduce the grid to 62 by 63. I'm going to keep it at an even number, so that's something to take into account as well. So let me see what I'm gonna do. Can I fix something here to make me more space? I think I can. Like, I'm not occupying like none of this space here, so maybe I can do something about this. I'll later fix what I can do there. Okay, I can move this here. Okay, so I have more space here. Sorry. If I'm not saying anything, is because I'm thinking. I'm still here. What can I do? Can I just put this like here in the middle? Something like this. And this one is can't. I think I can reduce the grid, and I honestly prefer to work with like smaller grids. Like, even if it's too small, I prefer to work with it, because then I know how much I have to increase. Because like working with a bigger grid, like, it gives me a lot of freedom, and if I work with a smaller grid, I don't have that much freedom, and I can do things as efficiently as possible. And then if I really need more space, I can just add it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the grid to 60 by 60. And will it let me do? No, it doesn't let. This is kind of annoying. It doesn't let me do it because it doesn't find anywhere to move the grid. So what I have to do is just remove everything from the edge in one of the sides, and he'll just remove it, right? So if I say 60 now, why can't he do that? There must be something in the edge. No? Why is he not removing it? Okay, there we go. Okay, one more, please.
one flap is on the edge. Yeah, these are on the edge. And there we go. And then I also have to do the same thing with the height. So I'm just gonna have to pull all of these flaps up. So now I can probably go 60. Why can't I do this one and this one? 60. There we go. Okay. So now let's see if we can manage to the packing with this grid. Can I fix something here? Oh yeah, this is not on the middle right now. I forgot that I need to update that. This is not on the middle. Oof. I need to change this. I need to change it too, right? Because I changed 4 units, so I need to make this. I think this is on the middle now. But that will make sure. But that will just create an error here. So I need to make other arrangements. Let's see. What can I do? I can put this here, maybe, and I can put this one here. Let me just get this thing here. Maybe this one goes here just so this fits nicely here, and maybe this one fits nicely here. Okay, this is more like it. I like this structure a lot better than the one I had. I have a space here of 1 unit, which is not good. I don't want to have a space. I'm gonna need to figure out a way to fix this part here. Maybe there's one thing you can actually do, which is you can change the width of a flap. For instance, if you want to do pleats or something related with level shifters. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but you can do let me change. You can just change the radius here. I don't want that, but you can change the width, and this is still the flap, right? It's 1 unit flap, except it's spread out. Like the way this would look on origami is when you have flaps that have like layers underneath them. I'm not sure if you are. I don't have a picture here, but well, if you know, you know. But I'll fix that later. Okay, so I kind of like this structure. So I'll keep it for now, and let's see if I have to change it later. Like one thing I can't do is I can move this a bit further with Pythagorean stretches, but let's see if I can not do that right now. There's not reasons not to do, but I mean I would prefer not to do it if I can fit it here, right? If I can just fit it with this normal grid, I would prefer it. Oh, I also have to move the tail. Is it this one? Yeah, I think it's in the middle. Okay, so now I need to figure out a way to get this. Okay, I can, and the tail can, yeah, it can go down. Okay, this flap, I have no idea where I'm gonna put it. Let's just put it here for now. So we do have this empty space, and we have a lot of empty space here. Like I can move this all here, right? So maybe I can fit one of those flaps there. No, I can't. Right? Oh, I can. Good. Can I fit the other one? Close. Let me just. So we do have this space here, but that can just be easily solved by just moving this part here. And you also have like this 1 unit here. You can see that if I click on it, you have this 1 unit. This one is not very efficient. Maybe this way it's a little more visible, but you have this 1 unit river, right, which is this one here, this one right here, and the 3-unit river, which is this one, which I've talked about before. And then you have this one, and you might wear this one, like this is 6, and this one is this. So this river separates all of this stuff from the rest of the body. Okay, so that's why it's like, you can see it separates all of this, right? Like, only focus on the right side because this part is not correct, but you can see that it separates all of this stuff, including the head, from the things that are below it. So this is very like intuitive. Like, once you start getting the hang of it, this is very cool to use. I really like it. Obviously, this is not the best example for you to learn it with, because this is a highly complex packing or highly complex tree. So I don't recommend you try this. And like, try something like, try designing a tree at random and then trying to pack it. But I'll probably cover that in a future video. Okay, so let me share with you the things that I do not like about this design so far. The first thing is, I still need to put this one here, but I still need to put this one. That's the first thing. I do have a lot of space here, like this. If I'm clicking on this space and it's blank because it's complaining because there should be something here, but it's not, which means, and here is the same. So there's not anything here, and it should be. So that's something I need to fix. And as you can see, like the 6, this part right here doesn't really reach the middle, right? It doesn't really reach the middle, which means if I did the same thing here, I would have like this 2-unit something with empty space, but I could just reach stuff like to the right, or to the left, and that would fill it. But maybe that's not the way to go. But yeah, let's just, and the other thing I do not like is I do have this space here, which again is part of the same empty space that I need to fill out. But yeah, the most concerning part is this one. I'm not sure, maybe the way to fill this would be to put something here, and then maybe something here as, okay, that doesn't count. Maybe something here. Okay, let me see if I can align everything. So I'm just gonna move this one here, and I know that this causes this weird thing here, which is not complaining about, but I don't want to have it because I don't know if it's possible to fold this. And also, if I reached all of this to the left, I would eliminate this space here, right? So yeah, let's try to do that. Actually, if I reach all of them, I can decrease the grid size, which is something that is always good. So I could decrease it to 58. So let's do that. So let's move everything 1. These ones I also need to move 1. Ooh, I actually can't, because that will create an error here, because I cannot move any of these without moving the tail. Okay, but let's just do it anyway, and then we'll see it. So let's go 59. Okay, perfect. Okay. Let's see. So what can I do now? Okay, this one is not good because this, like, it should be. I'm not gonna like, you should be familiar with how rivers should go, but this is not how a river should go. Like, a river should flow in only one direction, and it doesn't cross, like, it doesn't repeat itself. So for instance, like this river, if you go here, and then you go here, and then you cannot complete this river without passing the same tile twice. And that, again, don't quote me on this, but I don't think that's how a river is supposed to go. For example, this one is correct because you go here, and you go and you right off out of the edge. Like, there are 2 ways rivers can go, which is from edge to edge, and that could be any edge, this edge to this one, this edge to itself, this one to the opposite one, that really doesn't matter. And you can also have a circular river, that it ends where it started. For example, this one is a circular river, this one right here. It starts wherever you want and it goes right back to where it started. But yeah, this one is good. This river, except this part here, this part is not good. Maybe I can fix that by doing this, right? And maybe now, let me see here. So if I do this, okay, now the river is okay because it goes here. Okay, yeah, it goes here and boom. Okay. What other things? So the tail is in the correct position, yes, and the head is in the middle. Let me just do 50. I want to do 58. So let me just so I know that the head is in the middle. So and I can't remember. I can't forget to 58. I can't forget to decrease these ones. Ooh, I can't. Ugh. Can I move this one? Oof. Okay, maybe I can take them out of here. Okay. Oh God, that's gonna hurt. 58. Is it possible to do it 58? Maybe not. I mean, I'm sure it is. I'm just not that good at designing origamis. Okay, but now, now this is what I was talking about. Like, I prefer to work, and I quote, under pressure, because it's not under pressure, but at least I have a goal. Like, I need to fit this into this grid. Like, if I had an oversized grid, there was no pressure, right? I could just place the flaps wherever I wanted, and it would probably work, but it would be with a stupid size grid. So I prefer I prefer having a smaller grid and having to work with a confined space. And if I really can't work with that particular grid, then I would increase it. Let me just once again make sure that we are on the center. So we have 6 plus 10, 16, 20, 23, 22, 20. No, wait, I miscounted. So 6, 16, 20, yeah, 23, 25, 26, and 29. So yeah, 58 divided by 2 is 29. So this is good, and the tail is also in the correct place. Okay. It would be very bad if I designed all of the right side backing and then the head or the tail were misaligned, because that would mean that the same packing would not work on the other side. So it's very important that I make sure that the packing, that the tail and the head are centered. Okay, so now let's fix what we can. So for instance, where am I gonna, like, what flap can I put here? There's not much I can put here. I can't put this one. I could only put this one. I can't this one. So yeah, this is very confined here. Like, I'm not sure what to do here. Can I do this one? Nope. Yeah, I could only put. Oh, but this is 2, so I should be able to put this one. Can I reach this one to the side? Okay, perfect. Okay, but that leaves me with this weird space here, and also this weird space. Yeah, this is not gonna work. I don't want this space here. So the solution for this would be to move all of this up, but I don't think I can. Like, I can't move this one. Can I do something about it here? Can I move this one? No, I can't move this one up. By the way, are you feeling any like delay in the stream, or is everything working fine? I'm seeing on my phone, and everything seems fine, but I have this warning here that my stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended. So I'm not really sure if that's affecting anything on your side. Let me know if it is and I can try to fix it, but I'm seeing it on my phone and it looks fine, but I'm not really sure if it's fine for you. So if you do have any problems, let me know. Yeah, so back to the origami. Okay, let's see, what can I do here? Oh, and I also forgot to mention, but I will most likely make this available afterwards. Not sure if I'm gonna just leave it as is, the full stream. Possibly yes, because I was afraid I wasn't gonna be talking the whole time, but since I'm talking most of the time, maybe I'll just leave the video as is. And I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I will for sure make it available, whether it's an edited version or it's the full stream. So okay, there's one thing that is gonna be last resort for me, which I don't really want to do, which is I could eventually go here and change the the size of the flaps in order to fit the packing. Of course, that is not the way to do. The only reason I would consider doing that is, first off, if I notice that this was wrong, like there have been many times where I've designed the packing with a specific tree structure, and then when I folded it, I saw that it didn't look the way I wanted, and that's because like this tree, it's just a tree, right? Once you fold it, you'll get a slightly different result, and maybe the proportions are not correct. But like if you have, for instance, like I was saying, like this is not the way to go, because ideally you would design this tree structure with the real flap size, right? Like this one doesn't, not this one, but this one doesn't have a real flap size, but I kind of guessed it depending on the proportions and so on. The only reason I would consider doing that is because, like I mentioned, this thing is are very different. Like for instance, even within itself, like this tentacle is a lot bigger than the other ones, but I will only do that in last resort. But I probably won't do that. If I can't really fit it, I will just increase the grid size. But I wanted to make the point of it's probable, at least it's a possibility that once you've folded, like once you've done all the packing, and once you've pre-creased the paper, and once you've folded the all origami, that the proportions are not as you wanted them, because well, it's a bit different, right? This isn't how it's going to look like exactly. The length of the flap are, so that's something that it's guaranteed. But yeah, just to say that it happened to me many times, having to make this all over again, not all over again, but having to redesign the packing, because once folded I didn't like the proportions. So that's normal, don't worry if that happens to you. Okay. I've been delaying this for far too long. I really need to make something happen, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do that with this grid. I think it's too small. I can't move any of these flaps. I can move this one, but then I can't move this one, right? It doesn't really help me anything, I think. Like the only thing that would help me is if I could move these ones, but I can't move this one. So because then I would be able to move these ones. I can move this one here, but that doesn't help me at all as well. So the problem, so how do I, like I wanted to have this thing, this is the longest flap of this arm, right? It's the one that has length 4, so I wanted to have it on this on the edge, on this corner specifically, because it's the space that it occupies. It's a position that it occupies less space. But okay, and what if I just remove all of these and put them here? Maybe that would work. Okay, I am left with. Can I move this here? I can move this here. Okay, so can I move this? I can't. But maybe I can put one of these here. Yes. Can I put the other one? Yes. Can I put this one here? Yes. Can I put this one here? Of course not. What do I put here? Oh, I almost could put it here. But it's gonna collide this one. Maybe here. Oh god. This is getting sketchy. Like, I don't like it when it creates these weird patterns. And even then, if I manage to put this, like, I would have a lot of space here. So even then, it's not ideal. Like, I need to have something here as well, and something here maybe. So maybe I can do that. Let me see. So maybe can I push this down a little bit? If I push this down, I'm left with this thing here. So can I push this up? No, I can't. Can I? No. Can I do this one here instead? Maybe like that. Can I put this one here? Maybe this one here. Hello, Henry. Thanks for joining. Okay. So how can I fix this? Okay, this is not ideal. No. I do have this space here which I need to fix, so but that creates that space. Oh, I can reach this up a little bit, so okay, this creates this, but I can just move these ones up, I believe. That needs this space filled, and this space also. Okay, but we're getting something. We're getting somewhere, right? Like, we have this part, at least it's something. Can I put this one here and this one here? And maybe I can reach this one here. I can't, but maybe this one. But then I can't put this here, right? I mean, I can. Okay, I do have this space here to fill out. Like, all of this space here, which is not good. And I also have this little part here, which is also not good. So ideally, I want to have something like this, right? And maybe something here. Can this be the one? No, it can't. Can one of these? This one. Oh, that works perfectly. Ooh. Okay, but how? But then I am left with this. Can I switch the order? So maybe I put this one here instead. And then this one here. Okay. And I'm still here with this thing, but can I do this? I can. This is, I mean, this is something that you can fix, this one, because like you remember when I said that the rivers could not cross paths? I mean, I said that, but I'm not sure if that's the truth. Just the rivers cannot cross paths. Just turn on the sound of my other. How do I do that? Okay, there we go. Sorry, cannot cross the same path once, more than one time. You can actually draw a river that doesn't do that. So if I start here, I go all the way here, and then I reach here, and then I just go up that way, and that. So it's possible. This is a feasible river, but it's obviously not the most efficient one. Yeah, this is not ideal. Can I? I also don't like to have the flaps like this, because this is a waste of paper. Because I get the same result if the paper is here, if the flap is here. So usually I only do this when I really need to fill out a space. For instance, I have this space here, so I could just fill it out like this, right? But that would create this waste here, like this 8 squares here are being wasted. So ideally don't want to do that. Like the same thing here, like I could fit this flap like that, but I need to fill this part here, so that's what I'm doing here. But ideally you wouldn't have to do that unless you wanted to, obviously. Okay. That's the furthest I can push this. I can also put this down. Another thing that it would be possible, but again it's not recommended, is adding flaps. But you could also add flaps that are not visible in the end. For instance, let's say that I have something like this, and you can see here that I have like this empty space, and imagine that everything else was good. Imagine that I had this space here. Like I could create a flap to fill up this space, and then maybe in the fold hide that flap. I did that before, although although maybe that's not the best way to do it. That is possible. For instance, let me see. So I know it needs to be, the flap is well, I'm not gonna it should be here, that flap. It should be created here, so I'm just gonna create it again. This is just for demonstration purposes, so let me just name it test so I know which one it is. And then I could go here, and that flap I could fit here, right? And then I could give it a height of 1, and it fits here perfectly, and then there will be no space left to fill. But this is an extra flap. Like, I added this flap here. There's no flap. It could be because, again, this animal is very weird, but I didn't have it on the first iteration, so that is cheating. Sort of. You can do you can do what you want. So, hello Don Hall. This black magic is called VP Studio. It's a software that helps you design origamis. And thank you for joining. For instance, let's say that I want to fill out these 2 squares. Like, I'm not going to put a flap here. I could just increase the width of this one, and that would fill it. But I mean, it's wasted. It's wasted paper. So avoid using that unless you want it. Again, I'm gonna stop saying unless you want to, because I'm assuming you know what you want. Okay, can I put this one here and then another one like this? Almost, but I probably can put this too. But I really didn't want to do that because I wanted to leave this. Oops, oh no, I moved the tail. Okay, put it here. Maybe I could put this one here. And now I can put this one. A lot of wasted space here. Not good. Oops. Maybe I can switch the order. Maybe I can put this one here and this one on top. Almost. Hmm. 58 by 58. I don't think I can go smaller. Or can I? I probably can because, oh no, wait, I can't. Yeah, I can't. I was saying that I could because I could move these ones like on the middle instead of being on the side, but I can't because like all of these flaps here already reach the center. So if I did the same thing here and I would decrease the grid, they would overlap these rivers. Oh, but can't they? I think they can. No, they can't overlap, right? Yeah, they can't. I was thinking if that would be possible, but I don't think it is. And yeah, guys, this is designing an origami. At least this is what designing an origami with VP Studio is, at least for me. It's trying to figure out what's the best backing I can get with this flap rearranging. And the thing is, there are possibly like a lot of solutions for this specific tree. Maybe not for the same grid, but it's very like there's not probably there is an optimal solution, but there's no algorithm to find it, at least for now. And I kind of think that would defeat the whole purpose of designing origami, at least with BB Studio, because if there would be a software that would just tell me, oh, I have this tree, what's the packing? Then what would be designed? Like, you wouldn't be designing anything, right? So I kind of like this like it's in between having like a full designed origami just for you at nothing, and having to design everything from scratch, right? Because everything from scratch is a lot more time consuming, because like I said, you can just move flaps around. You'd have to delete the flap, like delete the lines that are the flap, and then move them into the correct position and draw it again. That would be very time consuming. That's why I like to use this software. And also it facilitates a lot the use of these Pythagorean stretches that otherwise you'd have to draw at hand. I'm kind of delaying stuff because I don't know what to do. Like I said, like I think I'm happy with this part. Not like that, but I think I'm happy with this top part. I just need to figure out how to combine that top part with this. Oh, and I saw that the creator, so Mutsun Tai, I think that's how you pronounce your name, is here on the chat. Thank you for your feedback. I also think this is nice for people that want to like know more about the designing process. And obviously, thank you very much for designing this amazing software. It really helps, at least me, designing origamis that I couldn't design before. So thanks a lot. And I also can't wait to see what other features you have planned for BB Studio. I've read some notes, and I'm on the Discord seeing what you're planning to do, and I'm very excited to try it out. So yeah, and again, thanks a lot for stopping by. Oh, and just to give you context, maybe, I think you already saw that this is what we're trying to design right now. It's this animal, and I actually don't think I have said it before, but it's called Blue Sea Dragon, which is a very like empowering name, right? It has dragon in it, but then you realize that it only grows to about 3 centimeters, and you feel like, oh. But yeah, maybe Junior, I don't know who you are, but maybe don't spam the chat. Okay, yeah, anyway, let's get back on topic. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, this configuration is not working. Maybe I need to change something here on these flaps. But I don't know, because if I do so, if I put this here down, I'm gonna create an open space here, and I don't want that. I could try to put this one here, right? But that would leave me some space here, but Let me see if I could possibly rearrange things so that that doesn't really happen. Let me see here. This one can fit here. Well, it's okay. Oops. Okay. Not ideal. Oh wait, oh there it is. Dial here. Okay. I have this space here that I don't want, and this space here also. I'm thinking that I may need to change the grid, but that would mean designing this again. And I'm not really sure how I could do it better. I could reach this to this side, but that doesn't help at all. What if I... What's the furthest I can go with it? A lot of space here. But it would also work because then the sixth, like before this river here, this one here, was going all the way here to the top, and then it would go around and go that way. But if I just put a flap here, the river would bend here and then it just go here. So it would be possible, but that creates a lot of unused space here. How could I solve that? I could put this here, but then the space is here. So. But maybe that would work. I'll leave it like that, I guess. Which means that no, wait a second. I'm gonna do the same thing that I have here on this side, just so I can test something out. So let me just do that quickly. So this one is here. Then get 19 out. So 14 here, 13 here, like that. 10 here, 10 here, 19. Let me put 15 first. 16. That. 12. 17. 18. 11 here. Okay, there we go. So we do have this. I can reach this here, right? Yeah, I can. Okay, so If it, so I think I can. Wait. Can I though? Because like the problem I had before was I couldn't reach all of these flaps to the left to have more to reduce the grid size. But now I can move these, but I cannot move these ones because then they would. Oh, but I could. Yeah, that's what I could if I move them like more to the center. So maybe if I place them here, some like that, I possibly could move these. So if I move each one unit, I could reduce the grid by 2. So maybe that's something good. And I could also reduce it here, but which I will do later. I think I can. So let's do that. Just a second later. Wait, what's stopping me? Oh, this one's 57. Then I'm just gonna move this one so it moves on this side. 50. Which one? 56. Yes, okay, 56. Now I need to move all of this up as well. This will obviously make things not. Okay, there we go, 56. Okay, so we started with 64, which is way too much, but 56 may be doable, not really sure. We'll see. Hello, João Nunes Reis. He's asking how do we make this into an origami? It's a secret process called making the crease pattern. Yeah, I will probably show it in another live stream how to make this into a crease pattern, and then from there you can make an origami. Hello, Hari. Okay, so now what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, so I'm not too happy about this though. I'm not really sure how this river is gonna go. Because like this, I'm not sure if I should go back to what I had before. Oh, and I don't want to have this like that actually. I just remembered that I don't want that because I want to be able to open the origami in the middle. So yeah, I'm going back, sorry. Let's go back to 58 by 58. Oh god, I can't go back more. Oh wait, 58 already. Okay, but then I just need to make this as it was before. Okay, and this part we'll fix later. Okay, there we go. Like that. This here so it doesn't get in the way. By the way, I want to thank again all of you that are still watching, especially if you have been here from the beginning. If you have been here from the beginning, please let me know in the chat so I can have an idea. But you haven't. If you haven't, that's okay. I was not expecting that. So you're asking, oh yeah, I do have a picture of the final model, which is this one. This is what I'm trying to design and what we've been doing. So this is the subject, and then with BP Studio, what you do is first convert it into a tree, which is what we did here. I already did this before starting the stream, so I would save time. And then from this you go to the packing, and this is where we're at right now. And hopefully, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to finish this today, but hopefully we can finish it. Wait a second, something's off here, but hopefully I can finish it in another stream and then maybe collapse, or at least oh wait, okay, I think this is the problem. Okay, there we go. And maybe yeah, maybe do a live collapse. I don't know if that would be too boring or not, but we'll see. Okay. I need to figure out a way to fix this. Something that would help me get rid of some space was to increase the tail size, but I think the tail, I was a bit unsure on the tail size. I gave it 8, which is, so for instance here you have, I said that from this point to this point was 6, and then from this one to this one is 2, I think. Oh, 3, yeah, 3 made more sense. And then from here to the tail I said it was 8. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe 9 would be good, but we'll see. Like I said, like I don't really like having to, like, in the middle change the length of the flaps just because it doesn't fit. Like I don't think that's very fair in quotes, because I mean this is not a competition, right? But yeah, I would prefer not to do so. I can maybe, something I could do, let me see if I can do that real quick. Let me see, wait a second. Let me see if I can copy a save image. Just save this image. Something like that. Oh god. Sure. And I could go here and add a image. Okay, and I could browse my image. This one right here, and then maybe I can add it here. So I think this way you can see what I'm designing at the same time. Maybe that is easier. Let me just actually, can I rotate you? Rotate the other way around. Okay, there we go. Awesome. It even blends in with the background. That's cool. By the way, if you're wondering, I'm using OBS to record my screen in the stream. I just need to remember that this space is something weird because I can't see it on my screen, obviously. No, it is not a lionfish. It is called the blue sea dragon, or Glaucus atlanticus. That's the scientific name. Oops, that's the scientific name. And let me see. I think like the stream is with the delay. I think that's something that I should have set up before, but yeah, I think it's with a delay, but I think that I'm not sure if it's that is normal, like if YouTube does that, or if that's just like my connection is slow or not. But yeah, let's move on. Okay, come on, we can do this. I don't think this. Maybe if I can put this one here and wait. If I put this one here. I am realizing something, which is that once I convert this to CP, maybe not. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna be able to. I don't have that much experience, and I'm not gonna be. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do that thing that I was talking about, where I wanted to have like this clean back of the origami. I doubt that is gonna happen, and I'm actually not really sure how I could do that. How I could make that happen on an origami. I'm trying to mentally draw the crease pattern for this backing and see if that would be the case, but I'm not really sure if that's gonna happen. Let me think about it for a second. So the lines would go. I think yes. I think it may be possible. So the way I'm gonna be probably covering this in a later video, but to go from this to the CP, also there are YouTube videos on it. But to go from this to the CP, you have to remember that lines that or creases that are on the river are perpendicular to the river flow. So the river, for example, this river is flowing on this direction, like this part is flowing like this, which means that the lines on the crease pattern are going to be like that, are going to be perpendicular. And here it's pretty much the same thing, like like this is an edge and this is like a diagonal, and the lines are going to make 90 degrees when they intersect with the diagonal line. That's pretty much how you go from a backing to the CP, and that's what I was trying to do in my head to see if I would get the desired effect. Okay, like this part I can fix because not ideally, but I could just do that, right? And they would cover that space. But yeah, this I actually need to do this. I forgot. This needs to be like that. This needs to be like that. This needs to be like that, and I probably need to do that. Whatever. Okay, but there's still like this part is not at all optimized. First of all, I have this space here. I could eventually fix this by increasing the radius, and then it would be only one, so I could eventually like lift up the tail. The tail is in the correct. I'll leave it at 9 for now, and we'll see later if I can put it back to the original value. But still, there's still this space, like this part here. I could reach this flap here, but I cannot put this one here. But I could if the tail was 8, right? Nope. Nope. But this wouldn't be ideal either, because there's still a lot of space here. Like, this one should be on the... This one should be here, man. I need to fit this here. But I can't fit another one here. So I would even have to waste some paper here. Yeah, this... I mean, it's kind of annoying because I can't like, I know there's gonna be space here, like this space here. No matter how I do it, I think it's gonna be space here. But and one way to solve this would be to decrease the grid in height. But if I'm gonna do that in height, I have to do it also with the width, and I don't think I can do that because this one is already at the edge. So I'm not really sure if I could do that. Let me see if I can think of something else. I mean, again, I could do some small cheating, no one would know, and just add another flap here. And that would maybe fill out some space here, but I don't want to do that. Come on, there has to be a way. I wouldn't be satisfied with myself if I had to do that. So I only want to do that if I'm stressing out and if I'm not doing this. And again, I do have some pressure to finish this today, but if I don't finish, I can just finish it in another stream, right? It would be cool to finish it today so you guys could see it, but let's make the tail line again. Does that work with this or not? There's no way I'm gonna be able to solve this part without being inefficient. But I mean, I think it's almost impossible to be 100% efficient, right? So, I mean, for example, this would be valid, right? But there's a lot of paper wasted here because, like I said, this flap is occupying all of this space, but I would get the exact same result and even a thinner flap if it was here. I'm just moving it here so it occupies less space, but this would be valid. I think this is a valid crease pattern, or backing, not crease pattern. Should we go with this? Should we just like do this, try this one, and see how it goes? I still need to fix something. For example, I do need to. I don't want to have this like that. How do I want to have these ones? Maybe I can give them some width and like that, and maybe that would be better. I'm kind of indecisive because I'm not really sure if I want to waste time drawing this crease pattern. Am I happy with this? Who knows? Only I know, but I can't tell you. Because like I mentioned, I think there's a lot of things that could be more that could be better. I forgot, man. There's all of the there's this space here. Oh, that's a lot of space that's unused. There's a lot of space here. Again, I could do the same thing where I just move everything here, for instance. I'm not sure if that would work actually, but I could move everything. That would still create this part here, so it wouldn't solve it completely. What can I do about this? Man, it would be ideal if I could just... I mean, I can... Like here, I can reduce the grid. If this was 8, again, I can reduce... Like on this part, I could reduce the grid. Like on both dimensions, right? I could shift all of this, like at least one. Because this one is able to shift one. But these ones aren't. I cannot shift this one here. Which is kind of bugging me. And I could not shift this one. Oh yeah, this one doesn't need to shift. Come on, then there has to be a way for me to do this. Okay, I cannot shift this one, right? Can I shift this one? No. I need to be able to shift this all if I'm gonna make it work. Let me just go back here to this one and put all of them again. So this is like that, this is like that, this is like that. Come on. Okay. Why is this? Oh, okay, there we go. Oops. It's like that. Can I grab this one? Yes, thank you. This was not like that, this is like that, this is like that. 16 here. And 17 here. And let me get the rest of them out of here for now. But yeah, this is weird because I'm not sure how... Wait, like that. This is how it's now, right? But if I move these ones here, I'm not really sure how I'm gonna pre-crease this part, because this is weird. It's gonna get... If I just draw this out, like this doesn't I don't think it works, because there's no way to draw a river without crossing the same, because like whenever a river bends, let me just put in here the other one, so maybe it would make more sense. So 20, where's the 24? 24 and 25, 22 is here. Okay, maybe that makes more sense. But whenever a river bends or it changes direction, there's this line, and here I would have to make these two lines, like this one and this one, right? And then I would have to make these ones and this one, because the river will go like that. and then you go up, and then you go that, and then you go down, and then you go like that. But this is unused space, right? I could just put all of these here, and that still work, like the river goes here. So maybe that's something I can do. I could even reach this like that. Maybe that's something I should do. So the river is okay. Oh, but then I created this part. Can I reach this up? No, I can't. Oh, wait, I can. Nope. But I could reach a little bit, and I could just get this down, and then maybe these ones I could pull up. But let's leave them for now, like that. But then I have this unused space here, like I have this river here again, that I don't, but it's a lot less unused space than it was before, so I'm okay with that. I do have this unused space here. Why does that? Okay, but all of this was so I could reach, so I could decrease the grid, and I can't decrease the grid unless I move both of these, and I cannot move this without moving this. I cannot move this without moving this, and if I move this, it's gonna go here on this one. So I do need to figure out a way to do that. Okay, let's do one thing at a time. Like, where can I put this one? Like, can I reach these ones further down? I can't reach the tail more if I want to decrease 1 unit. Oh, I need to have the tail here if I want to decrease 2 units. So, ooh, okay, yeah, I could move these ones. So this is the maximum they can be. So I can eventually move this one. And I could eventually move this one. Could I? No, I can't, obviously. I could move this one, this one. What could I do? I'll be extremely happy if I manage to decrease this to a 56 by 56 grid. That would be awesome. I think I would be happy if I got it back with that grid. But I'm not really sure how can I do that. I could move this here, and I could reduce their width and get them here, and maybe I can put these ones here as well, for instance, like that. And maybe and now I can move these ones. Okay. Ooh, but I can't move this. Oh, I can. That works. Okay. Magic. Can I move this one? Okay. Weird, but I can. I can also move. Okay, maybe I can do 56 off the wall. That's awesome. Let me just confirm that I can do. So 57. Yes. And now I need to do the same thing on this side. This goes like that, like that. This weird stretch. And I need to get all of this from here. Get out. Okay, 56. Awesome. Now I should be able to just decrease these ones. 57, 56. Awesome. Okay. I think this is the final grid. I don't think I'm gonna be changing it anymore. So let me just put this like that, so it's a bit cleaner. Oh wait. Okay, this is not ideal. Like, oh god, because like we have this. God, before we had something like this, and we had something like this actually, which would work because this is like the 3-unit river could go here, but now it can't. God. Can I move this here? I can't unless I move this down. And I cannot move this down. Oh my god. Is this 8, right? Oh, this is 9. Okay, let's go back to the original size. Okay. Oh no, that doesn't work again. Because now I have this space. Oh my god. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. This one was the closest one. Okay. How do I fix that? Again, I couldn't even put a flap here because it's uneven. It would need to have 0.5 of length, which is kind of weird. So, I mean, it would work, but what can I do to fix this? What can I do? I cannot move this one. Can I move it down? No. I could move this much, but that doesn't help. Can I put these ones here and this one there? No. Give me just a second. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. Okay, I'm back. Also got some water. Okay, come on, let's do this. So, let's review stuff. I managed to reduce it to a 56 by 56 grid, but now I have this problem here where I don't think this river is viable because, well, I mean, it does indicate here that it's viable, right? Because, but I don't see a way. I'm not really sure if this is viable or not. So I need to fix this part here. How am I gonna fix it? Can I move this up? Ooh, I might. If I reduce the width here, I could, but that's not ideal. If I could move this up, it's annoying. No. Yeah, now it comes apart. Like, there's not many things that you can change without completely changing the packing. Because like we're reaching the end, so there's not many things that I can change. Just do this to make this work, but I mean there has to be something, right? I would really like to have this packing done today, and we have been live for 2 hours. That's not that much actually. Again, thank you everyone that's still watching. Not sure what's the hours or what's the time on where you're watching this from. Maybe you're not even watching this live. I can do that. I still have this thing to fix, but I can't fix that by this, yeah. But can I fix that by doing this? I can. But that doesn't help here. I mean, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. But, yeah, it doesn't. But maybe I could change up the order of stuff. Let's see. So, okay, I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep this side right, and I'm gonna change. No, I'm gonna keep this side like exactly equal to this one, and I'm just gonna change here to see if I can do something. So what I want to do is actually have these two here and this one here, but we've already established that I cannot have this. Let me just move these two. I cannot have this one here because this one is too big. So maybe I can switch out this one, and maybe I can put in this one here, and maybe I can put this one here and this one here, and then this big one would stay here. I am left, so now I cannot put this here, which is sad. But I could put it maybe here, and the other one here, almost maybe here. That works, but that creates this space here, but I can just fill it out like this, and it creates this weird stretch. And this one is more, so this one is not 6 here. That eliminates this problem, right? Now we don't have like this part here, like this river is now straight, but that does leave me with this extra space here that I'm not really sure. Like this part is not it's not a problem. This one is not either a problem. I can just increase the width of this one, but this bottom one is slightly a problem. Can I move this up? Nope. I mean, it's already with these weird stretches, which I would like to avoid, but I'm guessing I can't. And yeah, I've come to the conclusion that I won't have this part here. I can make it probably flat, but I will have pleats on it. This part will create a pleat. Like I would have to fold like this over and this over, something like that. But there will be pleats. But yeah, that's fine for me. Is this? I'm not gonna bother with this. I don't think I can. Can I change something here on the bottom? I could change this part, but I'm gonna leave that last. I'm seeing if I could change something here that would allow me to move this one. I don't think so. Like this one can't go near this. Like I can just move these ones down. So, but this one, the furthest it goes, it's here. It's not more than the other one, so that's not ideal. What if I swap the order between these two? That's even worse. Can I move this up? No, we have come to the conclusion before that I can't. What can I do? What can I do? I'm thinking like, how we... Can I put this here actually? Maybe? Is that something I can do? Why didn't I do this before? Oh, I can. Oh, but oh my god, I forgot about this part here. And this creates this weird place here. Okay, let's go back. Like this could be here and it would solve it, right? But there's a lot of space here, there's a lot of space here. Something that I don't think I will, or that I won't like about this design is because like I said, I want to have like a flat surface on the body, right? Because this part because this guy has a flat surface on the body, but this one also has a flat surface on this part, and I won't be having that because as you can see, there's no like straight line or like there's no line you can draw here, like from whatever to the point that doesn't contain any diagonal lines, which means that I probably won't be able to. It depends. I'll see how I can do that, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to have like this flat section as this one here. Maybe if I like rearrange flaps in some way, maybe I can, like one are like some are on the back, some. I mean, we'll see about that. But yeah, that's stuff for the future me to worry about. The only thing that I wanted to have was a flat body, so Oh, I have this. Yeah, I'll fix that later. What if I is 13 the same size of so 13 is 5, but and 16 is also 5. Okay, I was thinking maybe I could swap these two. I could always swap. I cannot swap with 17 because this one doesn't fit there. I cannot swap with 12 for the same reason. I cannot move this. Yes, I cannot. Like the only flap that, I mean, I don't know why I wanted the smaller one actually. Can I swap it with 15? 15 is the biggest one. No, 15 and wait, this, which one are the biggest? Yeah, it's 15 and 14. Can I put 14 here? I cannot. Okay, never mind. You see how much space it occupies when it's a middle flap, like right now it's an edge flap and it's on the corner, so it's 1/4 of the total space it would occupy if it's a middle flap. Like you can see if I put it here, like look how much space it occupies. That's why you really should put longer flaps on the edges, or even better on the corners. But well, I can't do much more than this. This is already on the corner. This one is the bigger, the second biggest, or it's equally biggest. It's equally large. It's also on the edge. What can I do here? I feel like this song is best. Has been played like 5 times already. I'm using a playlist from YouTube, and which is like 12 hours long. But I thought they were all different, but I guess not. At least I like it. Come on. Come on. What can I do to fix this? I mean, there's something I could do, which is to add a pleat. As a pleat, I mean, I could add like a 1-unit pleat on the body, which would cover this part. Let me show you. So if I go here and here, I don't think it does really matter. If I just add one, and let me just call it test again, test, and I can place it right here, and then I could give it like width, like a very big width, and then I could just place it here, and that would cover it. That would work. Now, do I want to do that because it's an extra flap, but it doesn't really make that much difference because it's just a pleat. But I'm not sure if I want to do that. It's not I'm not sure. Can I reach this? No. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Let me just do the same thing for this part here. So what did I do? So I put this one here. I put this one there. I put this one here. This one here, and then this one here, and this one right next to it. So I do need to increase this by 2 more. Okay, that's the same. Yeah, now I only had to fix this part. I could fix this by just doing something like this. And I could also increase the the width of these ones just to fill in that space. Okay, let's just fix this part here so I can just have something that is at least... I mean, it's not ideal. I still have this space here. Oh, I hate this space here. Like, what do I do with this, man? I mean, this doesn't even work. Can I fit one of these here? I can. Can I fit both of them? I can, but then I'm left with this one. Okay. Okay, let's see. Maybe I can do something. What? Come on. Do that. Come on. This is annoying because... but I can do that. Whatever. Let's just do that now. But then I have this. Oh my god. Okay, can I have this? Let me get this back. Like that. Oh, wait. Okay. I don't think that is very bad. Okay, let me go back. Okay, there we go. Now I need to find a way to fix this very inefficient use of space. Like, all of this space is unused. I mean, there's even more. All of this space is unused. What do I do with it? I'm happy with how this looks. I mean, there are improvements, but I can work with this. I think this is fine for me. There are improvements, as in, like, this part. There's still this wasted paper here, but I don't think I could make it any better. And I had to add this one, which is also not ideal. How can I fix this? I could fix this by just getting these two up a little bit, but I still don't... it's not quite. I mean, the other thing is I can give this more width. Like, I can give all of this extra to height, not width, and that would solve it, like this. So I can just do that. Wait, let me just rearrange them again, like that, like this, and like that, and that would solve it. But again, it's more wasted paper. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stick with this or not. I'm debating myself. But what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the rest of the flaps like this one are, and maybe I'll end the stream here, and I'll see. Let me just do that, and then we'll talk. I'll explain better. So this one, then this one, then 32 goes here, 23 goes here, 21 is here. Wait, this. There we go. 20. Oops, nope. 25 is here. 26 is here. And then I just could do 4. Okay, there we go. I don't think there are empty spaces, and one way to check out or to confirm is that if you click on something, if you click on any space on the packing, it should always light up as blue. There are a lot of inefficient spaces, but I don't think, like I said, I don't think it's possible. Or I mean, it's probably possible, but I think it's very hard to get an origami that's 100% efficient. So I'm just checking if the rivers are all okay. I think so. There are not many rivers actually, but I think they are okay. Oh, this is. I mean, it doesn't really matter. You can have this. You can you can move the. I'm gonna move him here just because you can move the Pythagorean stretches along this line. It doesn't really matter where you put them. I'm gonna move them here because I don't want them to be on the. I mean, it's easier to collapse them here, so I'm just gonna do that here. And you can also change the pattern here, like that. It yields the same result. So yeah, like I was saying, maybe I'll end the stream here, and maybe I'll do another one. Maybe next, I don't know, maybe next weekend, I'll do another one where I will finish this. If it's not finished, I will just, like off stream, I'll just, okay, make sure that this is the one I want to stick with. And in the next stream, what I can actually do, if this is the one I'm gonna go with, I can actually go from this to the crease pattern. Like I can design the crease pattern with you, and I can even try to fold it. I can get the paper ready like before the stream, and maybe I can do that. I'm not really sure if there are any people watching right now, but if you are, let me know if that sounds okay for you. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Let me think about it. Or maybe wait for someone to say something. Who knows? It just turned midnight right now where I am, so I'm also getting a bit tired. Okay. Yeah, I think this is what I'm gonna do. So yeah, thanks a lot to everyone who has been watching. Even if you're watching this after the stream ended, like if you're watching this not live, that is. Thanks a lot for sticking, for staying all the way to the end. Hopefully this was helpful. Um, Let me know in the comments if you would like to know, like in more in depth about this software, BP Studio. Like I mentioned, there is a Discord. If you go, let me show you once again. If you go to Box Clearing Studio and you go, not the GitHub. Oh, okay, there you go. It's okay. If you go here, it's GitHub. It's hosted on the GitHub. That's why. If you go here, there's a Discord server you can join. There's a lot of thing. There's a an article here on the author of PP Studio, which kind of cover. I haven't read it honestly, but yeah, you can see a lot of stuff here from the author, and just go back, and yeah, that is all. Thanks a lot for watching. Hopefully you guys learned something, and hopefully you enjoyed most of all, and I'll see you in the next video, or maybe the next stream, who knows what comes first. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.